Hello, friends and followers. Welcome back to TJ's Modeling Bench. Rather than a What Did You Buy Wednesday, I thought I'd do a Stash Ad Saturday. Since these are actually kits that I'm adding to the stash rather than tools and other supplies or paints and whatnot. And I know What Did You Buy Wednesday can also include kits, but since this one is only kits, I thought Stash Ad Saturday might be more appropriate. So 3 weeks ago now, I was in Jacksonville for JAXCON, and of course I spent money on the raffle tickets, but I also did buy a few things. So let me show you what I picked up. All right, first off, one of my purchases, I've been looking at this one for a little while. I owned a very similar motorcycle. So this is the Yamaha XV1600 from Tamiya. I owned a 2013, actually 2012, but I bought it in January 13, XVS 1300 Tourer. Looked very similar to this. Obviously this is a 1600cc, so a little bit bigger than the one I had. But mine, that was my first motorcycle. It's the first one I ever owned. Only probably the second one I'd ever actually even ridden after taking the rider's course. So I thought I would get this and paint it similar to the one I had, which was a kind of a graphite gray. Now, I don't see that this one comes with saddlebags, so it will not have saddlebags on it, although mine did, unless I can find something aftermarket. Maybe somebody 3D prints some saddlebags for this. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it yet, but I picked this up for, the tag says 40, but I think I gave him half that for this, and I felt like $20 was definitely worth it for this. So that's the first one. All right, the next one that I purchased, all right, so this was not part of the raffle. This was a purchase for me, and it's another aircraft, but another one that I really like from this era, and of course it may not be one of the best kits, monogram, but the RF101B Force Recon Voodoo. So I paid 10 for this one as well, and it is all there. And if I recall, no. Okay, I know that I was talking to another vendor who had this kit, but he also had some aftermarket decals for it. And I was trying to haggle with him, and we weren't agreeing on where the price point should be on that offering. So I ended up with this one instead. But I know there are aftermarket decals out there for it. And more than likely, I will try to source some of those, because the ones that are in here are a little bit yellowed and probably will turn to crap first time you put them into water. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking for some aftermarket for that one. All right. Then after that, I didn't really spend any more with vendors. I had pretty much what I wanted or needed, but I did spend money on raffle tickets. And the way they do it at JAXCON, they've got like old coffee cans with lids and a slot in the lid, and each coffee can represents a genre, I guess maybe is the right word for it. So you may have one that has automobiles, you may have one that is 1/48th scale airplanes, you may have one that is armor, you may have one that is figures. If I recall, they were broken down slightly more than just that. So maybe there was 1/32nd aircraft and 1/48th aircraft, and maybe 1/72nd for bigger aircraft. Also ships, sailing vessels. So I bought, I think, $20 worth of tickets, maybe a little bit more. And then what you do is you drop tickets into whichever canister you're interested in. You know, if you wanted to only win automobiles, you'd put all your tickets in the automobile container. If you only wanted aircraft, you'd put them in there. But you could pick and choose and put them wherever you wanted. You know, of course, if you put them all into one, that's bettering your chances for that genre, but I wasn't too worried about what I might or might not get. So I kind of put a little bit in all of them. The first one I picked up is this older Monogram 57 Chevy, or I'm sorry, 56 Chevy. And I think, so this is Monogram 124th. I believe, didn't Revell purchase Monogram at one point? So maybe this is pre-Revell, possibly. But it's got an Ollie's tag on it, so I know where they bought it. It's raffle. You get whatever, and you like what you get. And then I put some tickets into something I've never really done, with the exception of just the one figure that I did on my diorama piece. She was a pretty simple female figure, but this turned out to be kind of, it's a little bit outside of what I do, but I'm not afraid to give it a shot. So this is Tamiya's Military Miniatures 1/35th scale German Panzer Grenadiers set. And it's got some weapons and tools and marking guides for each of the infantrymen or grenadiers. And I believe there are, I thought I saw it. I want to say there are, oh wow, I guess there's 8 figures in here. I was going to say 4 or 5, but looking at the back of this, I'm under the impression that each one of these is different. So, but that's not the best part of it. So I've got the Grenadiers. So this came as a lot. I also got German Observation Group, right? 1/35th scale, and it comes with 8 figures and tools and rank and all that cool stuff. But wait, we're not done. So it also came with this Master Box MB Limited. German Infantry 4142 in 1/35th scale. And it looks like, wow. It doesn't really say how many are in here. I have not opened it, obviously. But, looking at the back of the box, I count 10 on there, but right now I'm kind of assuming that it's the front and back of each one, so maybe there's 5. Oh, you know what? I bet if I looked here, I could count 1, 2, 4. Yeah, 5 figures. I got 5 sets of legs. So there's a front and a back for each figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm an idiot. Like I said, I've never really done these before, but I'm kind of excited by this now. And then also the German Leopold gun crews, 1/35th scale. 5, 6, 7, 8 figures in this one as well. So we have that. And the last one, German Tank Crew, Winter 43-45. And this is 5 figures. So I have a lot of German World War II figures. Grenadiers, infantry, observation, tank crew. Yeah. So apparently I probably still need some 1/35th German armor from the period. But, I've got options here now. So I'm kind of excited about that. I don't know anything about armor. I'm a big World War II history buff, so I'm a little familiar with some of the battles and things. More of a airplane history buff in that regard, but still, I think this could really be kind of fun. Who knows how soon I may get to any of these, but that's what I picked up at JAXCON a couple weeks ago. Anyhow, till the next time, y'all, peace and love.